Hello and welcome. We are in week 2 of Roots, and today is our 8th day together. We will be exploring and answering the question, what is asana? As you remember, we learned that asana is the third limb of Patanjali's 8 limbs of yoga. And in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, it is said that asana must have the dual qualities of alertness and relaxation, of attention without tension, and of steadiness and ease. Asana should be a means for feeling good in our bodies and comfortable and at ease within ourselves, able to move more freely with greater balance, stability, and strength. If we are overcome by physical limitations, aches and pains, or disease, it can be more difficult to do the other practices or limbs of yoga in order to experience spiritual freedom. Asana can help us become much more supple and comfortable in our bodies, and it can help us reduce any dis-ease and discomfort so we can better focus our attention and hone our awareness without being distracted by the demands or the limitations of our bodies. The many types of asanas are designed to move our bodies through all different planes and ranges of motion. And there are several categories of asanas, such as seated postures, standing postures, forward bends, backward bends, twists, inversions, and relaxation poses. You will find that each category of poses can't be completely separate from the others. For instance, there are seated twists and standing twists. There are forward bending balance poses, and there are backward bending balance poses. You get the idea. Basically, all the different categories of poses can be combined, and they aren't necessarily separate from each other. What's important to remember about yoga is that, as we've already learned, asana is only one component of a yoga practice. So yoga isn't just about doing asana. It isn't just about putting our body into different positions and trying to achieve a certain pose. Really, what it's about is undoing what's in the way or what's preventing us from performing the asana. It's about unblocking blocked areas. It's about creating a free flowing of energy and movement where there was once tension and no movement. So our yoga practice is really designed to help us uncover and resolve any obstructions that are keeping us from free-flowing movement, from free-flowing prana or life force. And something to keep in mind, along with the concept of sthira and sukha, of steadiness and ease, is an idea that healthy movement is well-distributed movement. That means that we have movement and all sorts of areas of the body contributing to a specific posture. We want a little bit of movement from a lot of places throughout the body. This can be contrasted to unhealthy movement, which is typically seen when we have too much movement coming from too few places. And this is repeated over and over and over again. So as an example, if I'm doing a back bend and I focus most of my effort into just really arching my low back and kind of dumping into it and creating a lot of pressure and sensation only in my low back, and I do this a lot of times over the course of my practice, I will probably develop some sort of injury or ache or pain or something that doesn't necessarily serve me or feel good in my body. However, if I can go into a back bend and try to find a smooth, even curve across my entire spine, and I take out all the pressure from my low back, I get a lot of different parts of my body involved in the back bend, then I will create a more healthy movement pattern. So something else to consider is that there are no parts that are separate from the other parts in the body. Every single part of our being and of our physical body is connected to all the other parts. So through the practice of asana, the gradual process of opening and letting go, releasing, and we're feeling more at ease in your body is very natural. We are able to remove blockages, release tension in tight spaces, and to bring more movement into areas that were previously cut off from free-flowing energy and vitality. We improve our circulation, our mobility, balance, flexibility, and strength, just to name a few. We improve our ability to focus, to concentrate and direct our mental energy into our personal experience. With this, we increase and heighten our awareness, and we learn how to sit with discomfort. We learn that it is fleeting and it won't last forever. We learn how to observe without judgment our experiences and how to respond rather than react to the experiences we sense within our body, and this translates and applies itself to all areas and events that take place in our lives. So our asana practice today will really focus on these concepts of sthira and sukha, of alertness and relaxation, of attention without tension.